Sarah. Good to see you. It's getting a little chillier now that the sun's starting to go down a little bit. It's getting cloudy. It's breezy here, but I think it's perfect. I like it. Leo from Jersey, thanks for the follow. Thank you, Tronzer. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. Have you ever visited the haunted trails of Gettysburg? I'm not really sure which ones you're referring to. People say that all of Gettysburg is haunted, and I think I've probably walked most of the trails around here by now, except for this one. This one here, I've always wondered where it goes. So where I'm located is right by the Pennsylvania Monument. You can see it there in the distance. Hancock Avenue. But I've always seen this trail here and wondered where it goes. So I'm going to follow it, see where it goes. Hanny Huts, thanks for the follow. Tyler, thanks for the follow. Going on an adventure. You know me well enough by now, Sarah, to know how much I love walking on trails that I have no idea where they go. This is part of the horse trail. I just don't know where it goes. I've walked most of the horse trail, but I've not walked this one. So we're going to see where this goes. I was walking the horse trail one time and I did find a button that was clearly for a uniform, but I think it was not like an original button. Clearly for a uniform, but I think it was not like an original button. I think it was just probably for from a reenactor's costume. So it was way too clean and it was just sitting right on top of the ground, so I'm sure it was not an original button. User 8761161715162. Thank you for the follow. You should maybe get a username, like a real one. But thanks for following. I appreciate it. So, one of the things you have to watch for when you walk these trails are these massive piles of horse poop. Definitely don't want to step in that. And there's a bunny rabbit. Looks like it's eating poop. He's letting me get really close. And there he goes. Yeah, I'm sure those cannon blasts were deafening here in town, and I'm sure you could feel it if you were someone who lived here. I'm sure you felt every single one of those things. I've heard some people say that they could feel it all the way in DC, but I find that hard to believe. I mean, those cannon blasts are powerful, but that's a little. I mean, those cannon blasts are powerful, but that's a little excessive. Okay, I'm actually going to turn around because I'm going to have actually someone join me here in a little bit and walk with me. Maybe this stream will get a little livelier. You won't have to listen to me. Hey, cat. I'm not sure about the train. I've heard you probably know about as much as I do. But that'll be really cool when that opens back up. I remember that being open when I was a kid. I don't think I ever rode the train or did the train tour. I mean, it's possible that I did, and I was just I was too little to remember being on it, but I'm looking forward to that. Hello from Governor Andrew Gregg Curtin's home area. Where is that exactly? Yes, Little Round Top reopened last July. So it's been open almost a year now. Laura Monahan, thank you for the follow. Hello, Scranton. Andrew Gregg Curtin helped create the National Cemetery in Gettysburg. Oh, okay. That's awesome. So I'm going to be walking back towards the Pennsylvania Monument. Stopping at a couple monuments along the way. And then my girl's gonna be meeting up with me to walk with me. And she's like really smart and much easier to listen to than me. So hopefully she can add to the live today. First shot was by an Illinois cavalryman. So I actually live like right across the street from where the first shot was fired. Curtin is on the PA monument. Well, we're headed that way. Maybe we can locate him while we're over there. How many ghosts have I seen? 0. Nothing that I can conclusively say it was a ghost. I've seen some things, but nothing I can say for sure was a ghost. I've been visiting these battlefields for 40 years. And I can't say for sure I've ever really seen a ghost. Never seen an apparition. I've residual energy, I would say, more than anything I've felt over the years. But even that, I don't really feel much when I'm out here other than just peace. But, I've spent my entire life here, so this place has much different feeling for me than for people who just come here for, vacation or tourism. The first monument? I'm sorry, did I miss something that you wanted to see? I don't think I'm near the Minnesota. I'm headed towards the Pennsylvania Monument. Pickett's charge is out that direction, straight towards that direction. Devil's Den is not too far from here. It's back that direction. Actually, more like over that direction. Beyond those trees and that barn. Reverend Father William Corby, chaplain at 88th Regiment, New York Infantry. Longstreet does have his own monument on the other side of the battlefield. Yeah, Sarah, I heard Annabelle's coming in July, I believe. Yeah, they should probably just leave her alone. And just leave her be. But I'm sure that thing probably brings a lot of revenue to wherever they take her. I'm sure Gettysburg's going to make a lot of money when that doll is here. Kid Law, thank you for the follow. Wow, I had not heard that, Sarah. That's crazy. Natalie, thank you for the follow. And if I can fit this whole monument in one frame or not without walking into this field. I don't want to be getting any more ticks. I already got one on me on my earlier stream. Almost. Fit almost all of it in there. Soul Army, thank you for the follow. I don't think there's anything on the other side of this monument, but we'll take a walk around it. Bert Brock, thank you for the follow. Big Brown Dog, thank you for following. Annette, thank you for the rose. Laura, thank you for the rose. You're welcome, Bert. Thank you again, Laura. Appreciate the gifts and the follows. So there is nothing on the back side of that monument. Well, Bert, you should come here. If you dream of coming here, you should come. Jack, thank you for the follow. Where are you from, Bert? Indiana. You could make it from Indiana to Gettysburg. It's a couple hours. Be worth it. Lincoln Links. Yes, I'm actually going to be going there for the first time tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. This is Gettysburg, Wally. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, Tina. Anthony, thank you for the follow. Yeah, the observation tower at Culp's Hill is high. The Longstreet Tower, though, is even bigger. They're pretty close in size, but the Longstreet Tower is a little bit taller, and it's wider. That is true. This is a very large battlefield. My girlfriend is here. She will be joining us. Yes, Pennsylvania, Wally. Well, if it's been since the 80s that you've been here, you should come back. People.
It is a perfect day.
Yep. All right. we're going to head towards the Pennsylvania Monument. And I have a guest with me now who has a much better voice and is much smarter than I am, so...
That's not entirely true. You're very kind. So you haven't been out to the Pennsylvania Monument yet?
No. We walked the whole way down and then came back up. Walked part of the horse trail. Thank you for the donut, Marcella.
Take a look right there. That is such a gorgeous view.
Yeah, there's going to probably be a nice sunset tonight. Yes, that is the Pennsylvania Monument we are headed towards. It's the biggest monument on the battlefield. We are headed that direction. If anyone here had a relative that fought in the Battle of Gettysburg from Pennsylvania, and you know who they fought with, we could probably find their name for you on the plaques. John, thank you for the follow. Can you walk up the steps? Yes, we can walk up the steps. It doesn't go to the very top, but it goes to like a balcony type thing. Rab, thanks for the follow. Civil War was about slavery, yes. Kelly, thank you for the follow. You just finished reading Killer Angels not long ago.
Nice.
What did you think of it? I've heard that that's a great book. Yes, we are coming up on the Minnesota Monument. I'll stop there so everyone can see it.
Doesn't Michael Shara come up to the Historical Society and do talks from time to time?
I think so. Probably book signings. Have I been there at night for a ghost tour? Yes, and both of us actually used to do ghost tours together. You're not allowed on the battlefield at night anymore, though, unfortunately. I never saw any ghosts. Did you ever see any ghosts?
I saw an apparition at my cousin's house when I was 14. That's the only ghost I've ever seen. But I've heard things, I've had things touch me. So I've had various experiences, but the only one that I've witnessed, like saw.
Soldiers died here. Wasn't it like 50,000? Around 50,000?
There were approximately, I would actually have to look up.
I think it was somewhere around 50,000.
That was total casualties. It's about 51,000 soldiers were killed, wounded, captured, or considered missing. We had almost 100,000 soldiers here in this tiny town with 2,400.
Harley Davidson 215, thank you for the follow. And Marcella, thank you for the follow. Hey, Big Rob, thanks for the heart. Yes, it is free to come to Gettysburg. You just have to pay for like some of the museums. How often do you come to Gettysburg? Every day, because I live here. We both live here.
I was going to say, here's a fun fact. When people say, where is the battlefield at Gettysburg? Technically, the entire town was considered battlefield. So you have the National Park Service property, you have the national park like this, but the entire town is battlefield. So if you're walking down Baltimore Street, you are experiencing the battlefield.
I can actually look out the back of my apartment door. This is a battlefield, like actual field. It's pretty neat. It's a pretty cool place to live. You cannot metal detect here now. That would be a big fine. What is that on the top?
Is that an angel of victory?
That's what it looks like to me. Thanks for the donut, Big Bop. Lisa, thanks for following. You're welcome, Harley Davidson. Thanks for walking with us. Sherry, thank you for the follow. Yes, if anyone has had relatives fight for Pennsylvania during Gettysburg, and you know their names and who they fought with, we can find their name for you on the plaques here.
Can we show them Alexander Stewart
Sure.
as an example?
Yeah. You lead the way. SB Coloring, thanks for the follow. for the follow. So we're looking at the 149th Infantry,
Here we go.
PA Infantry.
So, my great uncle fought here at Gettysburg. He was Sergeant Alexander Stewart of the Pennsylvania 149th Volunteers, Company D. This is him, Alexander Stewart. He died here at Gettysburg. He actually died in the arms of what would be his future his future sister-in-law had he survived. He was cared for by a school teacher named Sally Myers, who cared for him. He died within about 3 days of his injury. She sent a letter to his family. His father and younger brother came to collect the body about a month after he passed, and she met the younger brother, Henry, fell in love. They ended up getting married, and that's how I'm standing here today, because of this great battle. But Alexander Stewart is my great uncle. So yes, if you have family that you know served here at Gettysburg, we can find it. Everything is listed by the unit and then broken down by company.
Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've been out here on lives a couple times, and people were throwing out the relatives' names, and I was finding them for them, and it was pretty cool for the people that were watching. So. Bert says thank you for your relative service.
Hey, you're welcome. Very proud of my family.
Yeah, there you go.
We've only been to Antietam. We were at Antietam about a month ago.
Yeah.
You should come to Gettysburg. It's not that much further from Antietam. Thanks for stopping in, Dustin. Have a good night. What part of the battle took place here?
Out here,
I mean, that's Pickett's charge out there.
Pickett's charge, the wheat field, peach orchards down that way.
The final battle of Gettysburg happened in that field right there. Pickett's charge. Pat, thanks for the follow. This is not Cemetery Ridge. Cemetery Ridge would be like way off in that direction. Actually, maybe that direction, over that way more. Well, you want to climb to the top?
Sure.
Well, you want to climb to the top?
Sure. Getting leg day in.
Yeah. You gotta watch this last step. It's a doozy. I sprained my ankle on this step one time. You had to come pick me up that day. a perspective on some of the hot spots on the battlefield. The park closes at sunset.
Out on the battlefield. I'm out here a lot.
Yeah, we're out here quite a bit.
It's beautiful. Walking, hiking, riding bicycles up. So if you're looking for a really beautiful area to do exercise, this is a great location.
Yeah. And even if we aren't walking, we're driving it. I mean, I have to drive through part of it to get to work every day, so. Oh, do I go live every day?
That makes more sense.
That makes more sense.
We were just so excited to talk about the battlefield.
Bert, I don't go live every day. I don't really have a schedule. It's just whenever I have time. More often in the summer, I get to go live. It's laid out longer. Don't be sorry for asking questions. It's fine. That's why we're here. Have you been to Jenny Wade's house? I've not taken the tour, but I've been in the gift shop. Does that count?
I've been in-house.
Okay.
It's no idea if that's true.
Maybe we should go try it out. Let's test this theory.
Or we could have somebody else test it out and let us know.
Oh, they didn't hear you.
Oh, okay.
It was the wind.
The local legend in this area is that if an unmarried woman goes to the Jenny Wade house and puts her ring finger into the hole, that she will be married within the year. So when we were younger, all the girls would be like, I'm gonna get married, and go and test it out, but I don't know how valid it is.
And then I said we should go test it. We'll see how it works.
Thank
Bert.
you.
All right. Well, I guess we can head down. Okay. My phone battery is getting low, unfortunately. All right, everyone. My phone battery is just about dead, so I should probably call it a day. But I appreciate everyone who walked with us today, both places that we went. And if you haven't followed me, please give me a follow. I would appreciate that. Thanks for our special guest that came along.
Thanks for letting me hang out.
And we'll be going live more. So it's another good reason to follow if you enjoyed the walk. Hope everyone has a good night, good week, good Memorial Day coming up if we're not back online before then. And we'll see you soon.